Welcome everyone to our Capital Snapshot. I'm Bill Kallestad with the Iowa Developmental Disability Council, and this is Amy Campbell, our eyes and ears at the Capitol, and we're really glad you're here today. And it has been really busy at the Capitol. I know Amy's been there from sunup to sundown, and it's even speeding up more. The next 2 weeks is really important, and that's the funnel weeks as they kind of increase or they lower the number of bills that are going to be passed, and that deadline is February 18th. And so this next week, Amy, let's talk about education. We know that education is really important for all children, especially families and children that are living with disabilities. And right now, they're looking to have an education budget increase. The House and the Senate have both approved or are proposing an increase of over 2%, which is around $155 million. And the Democrats are lobbying that it should increase even further than that by 5%, which could be an increase of $300 million. How does that affect people with disabilities?
Yeah, there's a conversation going on about how much of an increase our public education system will get. And so we should see that debate here in the next couple weeks. Both the House and the Senate are ready to go with their proposals, and those should get hashed out in the next week or two. But there's also a couple other things that are really interesting to families with children that may receive special education services in their schools. Some of you will remember last year, Senate File 168, Senate File 168. That is a bill that a couple parents from around the state had requested from their legislators to allow their students who go to school in a private school to receive their special education services at the private school. They didn't want their child to have to transfer in the middle of the day to a public school to get those services. So that bill actually didn't move last year, but did move this year. Senator Chris Conoyer from the LeClaire, Clinton, Scott County area was the floor manager for that, and that means she's the one that manages that debate on that bill. So that bill is out of committee along with a new bill, Senate File 2197. That creates a special education task force where a group of people would look at the issues related to special education and see how they can better provide services to non-public or private school students. And that task force will include two parents of kids with disabilities, one from a rural area and one from an urban area, along with an attorney who has some experience in special education. So that bill passed out as well.
And you can find both of those bills on our bill tracker at INFOnet, a little commercial for INFOnet, so please find those there. Continued with that, we also know the governor released some information in regards to the governor's education reform, and that is a bill that's in subcommittee. It passed out of subcommittee. It is Senate Study Bill 3080, and it's in committee this week. And it creates Student First Scholarship. So any student in a private school with an IEP, we're talking about 5,000 children, could have some money that would follow them so they could receive those services in the bills that you're talking about. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, kids that would like to go to private school would be able to basically, as you said, have the money follow them to that private school as a form of a scholarship to help pay for that education. Yep, so that's kind of it for this week. It's been a busy week, but there was a lot going on with education. If education's one of those issues you care about, make sure you talk to your legislators, or I know the members of the education committees would be happy to hear from people, whether they're their constituents or not. And you can find that list on our legislative guide. You can contact those folks through our Take Action Center, all on INFOnetIowa.org.
I really appreciate that they have some parents on those committees kind of sharing some information and looking for some perspective, but this is just, like you said, another opportunity for us to do that, to share your message if these are important to you. And education does affect a lot of people, and we know that that's something to kind of pay attention to. So thank you again for joining us for our weekly Capital Snapshot. And
yep, say goodbye, Bill.
Goodbye, Bill.